Ooh, that's a good question. How much do I listen before I start making changes for a mix? I think it's an ongoing battle because you got to determine what you're serving. Are you serving your ego or are you serving the song? And when you first, get into mixing, you serve your ego, right? You want to parallel the parallel and you want to do this. But at some point you realize like, yo, these people, they made this choice for a reason in the song. So it's best to just press play and step back and say like, well, what does it need? What do I love about it and what does it need? And for me, I'm a lot more minimal than I used to be in my approach. I used to like automatically engage everything in my template and just run it through. And yeah, I thought I was changing the world with the mixes, but I would send it back and they would have all the notes. And all the notes were basically to undo everything I did. So eventually it was like, all right, I got to start like really paying attention to what I'm hearing and try to A&R it, essentially. I would say, wow, this is great, but what's going to make it sell? What's going to give it more appeal? It might just be some small EQ moves. It might be crack open the APB and abuse it. How do you sustain a career as a mastering engineer in this day and age?
I just try to be easy to work with. There's no real problem. If you want something louder, I'll give it to you louder. If you want something brighter, I'll make, I don't really argue. I just try to service my clients the way they want to be serviced. I try to do my thing at first. And if you come back and say, oh, try something else, my ego is not anywhere in this at all at this point. I got all my ego out being in a band and being an artist, that you got my ego trip done, right? Now I'm at people's service, and my job is to do whatever I think is good, and if you have an opinion, I'll take that opinion and I'll implement it in the changes. But I think just being doing good work, being responsive, being communicative, and just having no ego, make things easy for people. If you can make someone's life easy, they're going to want to work with you again.
This is the part of the presentation where I might say, gee, gosh, will there be a product that maybe you guys use a lot that you really, really like that's made by a company called McDSP? Maybe?
It might be green.
Yeah, it might be green.
Yeah, we've been using the APB, both of us, for maybe two years, at least 2 years. And it's been on every mix ever since. I really like it. Some of my favorite plugins are the Chicken Head. I love that compressor, and I use the MuX mixer a lot. Even though I actually do some, I still have that on my master on the way in. It just does something to the stereo mix that I really like. I also really like the Royal Q, the Tube EQ, and the Royal Mu as well, the compressor.
Yeah, so I'm on the Fuzzbox is one of my favorites, just because I like creating a lot of separation between ad-libs and vocals that aren't the lead. On all my leads, the Chicken Head lives there, and on the bass, I love the Mu limiter. So between the Mu limiter and all the Chicken Heads that I have, that pretty much takes up all the space on my McDSP. And then Fuzzbox after that was one of my main things that I work with.